So, as per Vedic astrology, we can see where your strengths and weaknesses are coming from, right? At the moment that you're born, everything that I tell you during the reading, like where you get your passion, energy, strength from, what gives you a peace of mind, where did you learn to love in this life, all of these things would be known right away the moment you are born. If I was to give a reading about you to your parents, it would be exactly what I'm telling you today. And when I'm saying this, it's to let you know that when you land on this planet, there are entities and you could say groups or people from behind the scenes where when you land on this planet, they see that you are not some other NPC that is being born on this planet. They see you as a starseed. They see you as a being with knowledge and wisdom from past lives or previous lives. When you're coming down in this body that you're in now, they see that you have the capacity to shift the tides, to shift the energy that's here on this planet. Right. There is you can call it equilibrium or balance that needs to be kept in order for this matrix that we exist in to be maintained and sustained. And what they're doing is when they see a being, a person like you and I, who has a capacity to make a big shift and difference on this planet, that's when they send their agents towards you. That's when they send their agents in the form of family, friends, lovers, situations, circumstances, society, community, in order to distract you and utilize as much of your time, of your youth years, when you're younger, when you have that extra energy, when you have that extra momentum and the ability to dream. Because if you waste all of that and you get beaten up enough in life, two things will either happen. Either you'll become a diamond and you'll shine through, or for majority of people, they kind of just stay in this kind of default, passive, inactive way of living. Because they believe they woke up enough times and took a certain amount of actions throughout the countless of years they've been living so far and seen that they've been getting similar, if not very little results. Or maybe they went up to a certain degree but then went down further, or went down to where they went from square one, right? So you need to understand that you watching this video means that you have the vibrational compatibility to make a shift and difference on this planet. But the things that are stopping you are the doubts, the fears, the uncertainty that you do not know about, that you can find out through your Vedic astrology birth chart. Because we get to see, where do you get your strength from? Where do you get your passion from? What gives you a peace of mind? Where do you get your bank balance from? What are the things that you can do in order to attract wealth? Now, there are some people that have came to me and gotten readings where they're comfortable with, let's say they're comfortable in the kind of situation that they're in, that it's understandable that it can be very scary for some people where they feel like they have some kind of steady boat to change everything and upgrade their life so drastically. Because obviously there are some things that you need to remove from your life, even if it gives you the impression that it's keeping things steady, in order for you to go beyond that, what we would name as circumstance or limit in your current life. So it's just like the Matrix movie where they say anyone can become an agent. This is a reason why there are people who have family that turns against them. There are people who were friends that turn against them, that turn against you. There are people who had lovers that turned against you, that created havoc in your life, that created, just drama that was unnecessary in your life. That these people just immediately switch, and you think, how that one moment they can love me and the next moment they can have the capacity to just become a completely different person. There is a possibility they didn't exist in the first place. So this is where you need to understand that you as a vibrational being, vibration enough is not enough to that vibration alone is not enough to protect you. It's not going to protect you from a bullet. It's not going to protect you from, someone slandering your name or going after you. You need to be able to know, where are you most supported in this life? Because as long as you're putting energy in those places, you're always going to be getting more of the outcome that you want. You're going to have a greater capacity to change things in your life that you feel that's been stale or that doesn't have the capacity of changing. It's just that you don't know where you're most supported. And this is why you're a target, because they find ways to make you confused. They find ways to make you doubtful, to make you fearful. And fear has the capacity of taking most of your attention and making you focus on those specific things that you're fearing about during that time. That's why fear is so dangerous, because it has that capacity. So understand that we are targets. We are very closely associated to source. And the people who are NPCs that are not real, or even lower astral entities, these kind of entities, these kind of people, they are not connected to source as well as we are. So they envy that. They need people who are very connected to source in order to feed off of that. It's like their supply, you can say. That's where you get narcissistic people who are very clever. They'll seem like they're always on your side, but somehow, some way, they're always twisting the story to a degree where you always feel in the wrong, where you always feel blamed. Now, there are some people where they inherently do that to themselves. But I mean people where it's obvious enough where you can tell, okay, this person is emotionally manipulating me. Right? Whether it's family, friend, lover, doesn't matter. So find ways to protect yourself, because we are always targeted as high vibrational beings. And it's not so much about thinking, oh, well, why me? Right? I used to think about this a long time ago. I always thought about myself like, why me? Why can't I be the person who can just go down the street and enjoy McDonald's, and eat like, delicious, tasting food? Why can I, go to the movie theaters and turn off my brain and watch something stupid for 2 hours? Why can I go to the bar and drink alcohol and get drunk with friends? These are things, and I won't say unfortunately, because it's a great thing that I'm not interested in those things, but I used to think like that in the past. Not out of envy for people who could do that, but I always wondered to myself, like, why me? Like, why am I one of those people that are awake and is able to see what's going on this planet? Because there are so many people where you just hear them talk and you're just like, wow, they're really asleep. Like, they're actually asleep. Like, they actually believe all the drama, the news, the this side, that side, political stuff, celebrity stuff. They actually believe all of this is like actually real. And I don't mean real as in like nothing exists, blah, 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 hoo-ha, no. Because I'm here to help you manifest your dream life, to manifest more wealth, more money, love, relationship, all of these different things. But I mean in the sense that they believe that these things are not orchestrated. They think that all of these different things are just organically being done. That is not part of like a big grand scheme to control the population, which it is. So I'll leave you off with this note. Right now, my community is free as we speak. I don't know for how long. Click the link in the description to join it now. And there you'll have direct access to me. You'll have direct access to the community with like-minded people. And please, you can go in the classroom. There's the free Vedic astrology class there. In maybe I'll put a screen recording so you can see it. In the first class that you see, course, when you click that, it'll say free Vedic astrology class. Watch that. I explain to you how Vedic astrology helps you to manifest by finding out where you're most supported in your chart. I also have a ton of other free resources and everything in there. I also have my courses there, and that's where you can get access to my discounted prices for the readings as well. The bundle, so you can get level 1, 2, and 3. Maybe once a week I'll make a video on speaking about what each reading does and understanding like, how they help you. It's a really long journey. I'm not doing something where I'm doing a reading for like, a half an hour and telling you like some, surface level BS stuff and then that's it. No, we're having like at least minimum over around 10 sessions minimum together, because we're actually going layer by layer, going over your foundation without even touching the planets. Level 2, going over your planets, and level 3, going over the star constellations that are activated in your chart based on the planets' degrees that is in your chart. So it's very, very detailed, and it's really meant to find out what is your manifestation style so that you can manifest the kind of life you want flawlessly, with very less effort, or less effort, without struggle, without hustle, and without taking years and trials and tribulations, but kind of like, hey, I'm over all the trial and tribulations. I'm over wasting my time. Maybe I started a little bit and I don't enjoy it too much. Maybe I'm still new to manifestation, but I want the direct route. I want to know where I'm supported. If you are going to join this group, the only thing I request from you is that make sure that you're ready for a life shift. If you're not ready for a life shift, do not join the group. If you're ready for a life shift, for actually, like, for your life to dramatically change within a short period of time, join the group. If you're not, then join the group maybe months from now when you're ready. Otherwise, I'll see you guys inside. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Namaskar.